Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now today's video is less about a product and more about a concept. And this concept is customizing your blades. Now in the past on my channel, I have customized some of my blades. Basically done it on my own. This is my SE6, stripped the coating, put a little etching, and actually at different times I had some different handle scales, things that I had done to kind of make this my own. In a similar fashion, here's my BK7. So again, strip the coating. In this particular case, I actually have some factory scales. So these are actually K-bar scales. In the case of the SE, not so much. I did not have factory scales. In fact, for the SE6, there are no factory scales that you can get to upgrade this. But the one thing on these blades that I have not been able to do is change the steel. Now that's one of the things that's kind of funny when you look at some of these fixed blades. There is no real ability for you to change the steel. Every now and then with the BK7 you may find one with a different steel. I have seen them, very limited edition with S30V, but I've never seen another steel on the SE6. Now that's my fixed blades. But what about my folders? For me, customizing a folder has always been a little bit more difficult than the fixed blades. Here I have an Osborne 810 Contigo. There are options out there if you want to upgrade the handle scales. I've seen that before. I've actually also seen different steels. So this is CPM M4 on this particular model, but I have seen some slightly different models with different scales and also a different blade, but they're very hard to come by. And that's what leads me to the next part of this discussion, which is in this little yellow box. So many of you are probably familiar with buck knives, made in the USA, been around forever, and this little yellow box signifies something kind of interesting today. Now again, like I mentioned, this is less about the product and more about kind of a concept, talking again about customizing your knives. So as I take this out here, you're going to see this beautiful buck knife. This is the Buck 830. Now, typically, you do not see this with orange handles or a nice tumbled finish. You also do not see this with S35 VN. But what I have here is a full factory made 830 with orange G10 handle scales, a nice stonewash finish 835 VN blade, completely made custom for the people at SK Blades. But at this point, I have a lot more detail to go into. And if you're interested in seeing some more about this, do me a favor. Stay tuned. Now before I get too far, I'd like to say thank you very much to the people at SK Blades who have provided this product for review. So do me a favor, do a quick Google image search for the Buck 830 and tell me what you find. In every single picture available, it looks different than this. It does not have orange scales. It does not have a tumbled finish. You cannot find it with S35 VN. In fact, the standard blade is typically CPM 154. Now even at that, I very much like CPM 154. In fact, I'm actually more familiar with 154 CM. I'm not too sure exactly what the difference is, but if you are more familiar and know the difference between CPM 154 and 154 CM, please weigh in the comments. But anyway, like I said, you just cannot find this combination. But the people at SK Blades came up with this beautiful combination and had Buck Knives make it exclusively for them to make it available to you. And if you go to skblades.com, they have a number of different models of Buck Knives where they've done the exact same thing. Now with that said, I think this would be perfect for a number of people. Even if you are not a Buck Knives fan, which I'll be honest, I really have never naturally gravitated towards them, but when I saw this, I knew it was cool. I really enjoyed the look of it, and actually now that I have it in my hands, I absolutely love it. But that's not my point. My real point is, even if you are not a Buck Knives fan, you can get your hands on one of these blades for a great price, completely upgraded and custom. This is something that many people cannot get their hands on, but if you're a collector or you're just looking for something unique that's going to set you apart from the rest of the crowd, this is something that you should be looking at. You should be taking a look at SK Blades. So the key point that I want to make is, if you look at the original factory knife and how much you're going to pay for it, in this case from SK Blades, you're able to get a fully customized, unique, and upgraded blade for dollars more, like not even a substantial amount of increase. You're going to pay a little bit more, but you're getting unique. Unique to the point where some of these blades are not even going to be available anymore. And I just think that's pretty darn cool. Now, if you go to the Buck website, there is the ability to customize some of their blades right on their website, but if you look closely, you cannot get the same combinations that are available from SK Blades. Now, this particular blade is called the Inferno. Again, based on the Buck 830 stock model with all the upgrades that you see here. But there are many other options as well. So the Buck 830 Inferno comes with S35 VN steel, a nicely hollow ground blade, tumbled orange G10 scales, and chamfered blade edges. The Gray Ghost, also a Buck 830 with S35 VN steel, a hollow ground stonewash blade, gray tumbled G10 scales, and chamfered blade edges. The Smoke Jumper, which is the Buck 110 folding hunter. This comes with CPM 154. Custom red nylon handles. A custom red and black polyester pouch, and is a nice compact little design. The Goodfella, based on the Bearhead 501. This has burlap micarta handle scales, CPM 154 steel, and a nickel silver bolster. This comes with a black leather sheath. The Buck Knife Maverick. This is the Vantage Pro Large in CPM 20 CV blade steel. This has a hollow ground stonewash blade and is modeled after the Buck 347. It comes with brown canvas micarta handle scales. The Gentleman. Another offering in CPM 154. This has black G10 handle scales with a nickel silver bolster. This also has a black distressed leather sheath. The Dark Hornet, which is one of my favorites out of the bunch. This is based on the Buck 722 Spitfire. This has a beautiful black Cerakote drop point S90V blade with yellow aluminum handles, and is the only S90V S22 in existence. Once this limited run sells out, you will likely never see another one of these available again in this combination. And the Fox, also in CPM 154. This has orange G10 handle scales with a nickel silver bolster. This comes with a black distressed leather sheath and is a nice little offering from SK Blades. So alright guys, there you have it. A real quick look through SK Blades and this beautiful Buck 830 Inferno. Now, as I mentioned, I'm not going into full detail on this knife. I will have a follow-up review on this specifically, going through the details and, in my opinion, why this makes to be about the perfect EDC blade. So again, I'd like to say thank you very much to the people at SK Blades who have provided this for review. This is a great knife. You have an excellent product here. I'm very intrigued. It's something that I just was not that familiar with. I'm a blade enthusiast, but I'm certainly not an expert, and I stumble into new things all the time. So in theory, this concept where you're able to get a full factory product but completely customized is absolutely incredible. So I enjoy it very much, and thank you again. I greatly appreciate it. So alright guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.